The art of interior design often finds its most charming expression in the thoughtful blending of complementary styles. Among the most appealing combinations in recent years is the marriage of Shabby Chic's romantic softness with modern Rustic's earthy authenticity. This fusion creates living spaces that feel simultaneously refined and relaxed, curated yet comfortable. For cottage living rooms, whether in actual countryside retreats or urban homes seeking that coveted nostalgic cottage atmosphere, this stylistic blend offers the perfect balance of feminine grace and masculine substance.
Welcome to Rustic Elegance. Let's embark on a journey through the beauty of rustic decor, celebrating the warmth, simplicity, and natural charm of this timeless design.
Shabby chic meets modern rustic. How to style your cottage living room with vintage charm. What makes cottage furniture styles so enduringly appealing is their accessibility and adaptability. Unlike strictly minimalist or maximalist approaches that require unwavering commitment to specific design principles, the shabby chic meets modern rustic aesthetic welcomes personal interpretation and gradual evolution. It embraces imperfection, celebrates character, and allows homeowners to incorporate meaningful heirloom decorative pieces regardless of their pedigree. The result is a living room that tells a story, your story, through a thoughtful collection of elements both old and new. In this guide, we'll explore practical strategies for achieving this sought-after style, from handcrafted cottage furniture selection and cozy cottage textiles to antique lighting fixtures, vintage decor ideas, and architectural details. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to refine your existing space, these insights will help you create a cottage living room that radiates both old-world charm accessories and contemporary relevance. 1. Transform your living room, combining shabby chic and modern rustic for a cozy cottage vibe. Finding the perfect balance. The key to successfully blending shabby chic and modern rustic styles lies in establishing the right balance between the two aesthetics. Shabby chic brings softness through distressed furniture techniques, heritage paint colors, and flowing traditional cottage fabrics, while modern rustic contributes structure with clean lines, rustic wood elements, and architectural features. In a cottage living room, begin by assessing your space's inherent characteristics, like rustic cottage ceiling beams, cottage-style flooring solutions, or abundant natural light, and determine which style should take the lead based on these features. Most successful spaces let one aesthetic dominate, while the other serves as a complementary accent. Foundational furniture choices. When selecting foundational cottage furniture styles, consider how each item contributes to your overall design narrative. A slip-covered sofa in white or cream linen creates a quintessentially shabby chic anchor, while a leather armchair with visible wood frame introduces modern rustic sensibility. Look for pieces that bridge both worlds, perhaps a handcrafted cottage furniture piece with graceful lines but substantial construction, or a sideboard with rustic planking details paired with delicate hardware. The goal is creating conversation between different elements rather than allowing them to compete for attention. Color strategy for cohesive design. Developing a cohesive color palette is essential when combining these distinct styles. Modern rustic typically features earthy neutrals like warm browns, deep greens, and charcoal grays, while shabby chic embraces heritage paint colors, whites, and occasional pops of faded color. Create harmony by selecting a foundational neutral that works for both styles, perhaps a warm ivory or soft greige. Then layer in accent colors that bridge the gap between rustic earthiness and shabby chic delicacy. Dusty blue, sage green, and muted terracotta function beautifully in this transitional space, appearing either rugged or refined depending on the materials they're applied to. Two, vintage charm and rustic elegance. Styling your cottage living room with shabby chic floral touches. Floral elements, from subtle to statement. Floral pattern accents and motifs are signature elements of shabby chic design that can be thoughtfully incorporated into your modern rustic cottage living room. The key is selecting florals with appropriate scale and color saturation for your specific space. In smaller rooms, opt for more delicate patterns and muted tones that complement rather than overwhelm your rustic elements. Consider nostalgic art pieces or botanical prints for cottage wall art ideas, subtly patterned handmade throw pillows, or a single statement piece like a floral upholstered ottoman against an otherwise neutral backdrop. For larger spaces, more dramatic floral cottage curtains can create focal points, perhaps a cabbage rose pattern on a slip-covered chair or a large-scale botanical wallpaper on a single accent wall. Fresh and dried arrangements. No shabby chic space is complete without actual flowers and plants, which bring living texture and natural elements that complement rustic wood elements. Create casual arrangements in repurposed containers, mason jars, vintage pitchers, or galvanized metal buckets that bridge both style aesthetics. Consider flowers with cottage garden charm like hydrangeas, roses, and lavender, arranged with an intentionally imperfect hand. Dried arrangements including wheat stalks, cotton stems, and preserved eucalyptus offer longevity, while contributing neutral tones that harmonize with rustic elements. Position these throughout your living room to draw the eye and create moments of botanical interest. Botanical-inspired accessories. Beyond literal floral elements, botanical influences can appear in shabby chic accessories that subtly reference the natural world. Consider vintage decor ideas like pressed flower art in weathered frames, throw pillows embroidered with delicate leaf motifs, or lamp bases molded after tree trunks but finished in shabby chic white. These pieces create thematic consistency while offering opportunities to express the style fusion in unexpected ways. Look for items that suggest nature's influence without being overtly themed. Perhaps ceramic vases with organic forms, aged metal decor features with vine-like detailing, or woven baskets with floral-inspired weaving patterns. Three, creating a cozy retreat. How shabby chic and modern rustic come together in your living room. Layered lighting for ambience. Antique lighting fixtures play a crucial role in establishing the cozy atmosphere essential to both shabby chic and modern rustic aesthetics. Create a layered lighting scheme that includes ambient, task, and accent lighting, each contributing to the overall mood. Consider a statement chandelier that bridges both styles, perhaps a wooden fixture with a distressed finish or a traditional crystal piece, reimagined with rustic elements. Supplement overhead vintage charm lighting with table lamps featuring ceramic or weathered wood bases topped with linen shades. Complete the scheme with strategic accent lighting that highlights rustic cottage ceiling beams or illuminates dark corners with a warm glow. Remember that the quality of light significantly impacts atmosphere. Opt for bulbs with warm color temperatures, 2700 to 3000 K, that enhance the nostalgic cottage atmosphere. Comfortable seating arrangements. The heart of any cozy retreat is comfortable, inviting cottage furniture styles that encourage relaxation and conversation. Arrange furniture to create intimate conversation areas rather than formal, rigid layouts. Consider a mix of seating types, perhaps a plush slip-covered sofa, a leather reading chair with visible wood frame, and a pair of pieces featuring vintage upholstery techniques refreshed with new fabric. Ensure seating pieces are arranged at comfortable conversational distances, generally 4 to 8 feet apart, and angled slightly toward each other to promote interaction. Include accessible surfaces near each seat for beverages or books, and layer in soft elements like handmade throw pillows and traditional cottage fabrics that invite lingering and lounging. Window treatment ideas. Vintage window treatment ideas in a cottage living room should enhance rather than obscure natural light, while adding softness and privacy. For a shabby chic meets modern rustic approach, consider simple floral cottage curtains hung from rustic wooden rods with minimal hardware. These can be left unlined for filtered light or backed with blackout material for media rooms. Alternatively, classic cottage draperies and natural fabrics offer clean lines while adding texture. For windows with beautiful views, consider leaving them undressed or using minimal treatments that frame rather than cover the glass. If privacy is a concern, pair bottom-up shades with simple valances or café curtains that maintain light while obscuring sightlines. Four, incorporating modern rustic coffee tables and vintage touches to elevate your cottage living room. Statement coffee tables as centerpieces. The coffee table represents a perfect opportunity to showcase the fusion of shabby chic and rustic wood elements in your cottage living room. Look for pieces with architectural interest and authentic character. Perhaps a reclaimed barnwood table with whitewashed details, a vintage industrial cart with original wheels, or a substantial wooden trunk with delicate hardware. The ideal coffee table for this aesthetic should tell a story through visible history, whether through distressed furniture techniques, craftsmanship details, or repurposed origins. Consider proportions carefully. In intimate seating arrangements, a slightly oversized coffee table can create appealing tension, while in larger spaces, a clustered arrangement of smaller tables might better serve both function and style. Curated collections and vintage finds. Thoughtfully arranged collections add personality and narrative depth to your cottage living room. Display old-world charm accessories that reflect personal interests while complementing your design scheme. Perhaps antique books with beautiful bindings for classic bookshelf styling, a collection of ironstone pitchers, or wooden bread bowls with varying patinas. The key is curation rather than accumulation. Select pieces that share visual characteristics like color, material, or theme, and display them with intentional spacing and variation in height. Consider how these collections interact with your rustic wood elements. Vintage decor ideas like ceramic pieces look particularly striking against rough wooden surfaces, while aged metal decor features complement both distressed painted finishes and natural wood tones. Wall decor with history. Cottage wall art ideas and treatments significantly impact the character of your shabby chic meets modern rustic living room. Consider architectural salvage pieces like weathered window frames, decorative wooden corbels, or vintage signage that introduce history and dimension to walls. For art, blend approaches that honor both styles, perhaps nostalgic art pieces in vintage mirror framing alongside modern black and white photography, or vintage oil landscapes paired with simple line drawings. Create gallery arrangements that mix media, frames, and subjects while maintaining cohesion through consistent spacing or thematic connections. For larger statement walls, consider treatments like shiplap painted in heritage paint colors, whitewashed brick, or reclaimed wood paneling that serves as a textural backdrop for more delicate elements. Five. Timeless vintage charm. Blending shabby chic and modern rustic for a stylish cottage living room. Architectural details that tell stories. Architectural elements provide the framework for your shabby chic meets modern rustic living room, establishing authenticity that no amount of decorating can replicate. Preserve and highlight original features like rustic cottage ceiling beams, board and batten walls, or period fireplace decor, allowing their natural character to ground your design. In newer homes, consider adding architectural interest through applied moldings, ceiling treatments, or built-in shelving that references traditional cottage construction. These elements can be finished to bridge both styles, Perhaps painting crown molding in a heritage paint color while leaving ceiling beams in their natural state, or installing built-ins with distressed furniture techniques but modern streamlined hardware. Textile choices for softness and structure. Cozy cottage textiles bring essential warmth and texture to your cottage living room, while offering opportunities to blend shabby chic softness with modern rustic substantiality. Layer traditional cottage fabrics with intention, varying weights, patterns, and textures to create visual interest. Consider pairing linen slipcovers and lightweight floral cottage curtains with heavier elements like wool throws and canvas pillows. For pattern mixing, establish hierarchy with a dominant pattern, perhaps a subtle floral or muted plaid, supplemented by complementary smaller-scale patterns and solids in coordinating colors. Vintage upholstery techniques like tufting, pleating, and slip covering introduce authentic character and history, while connecting different elements of your design. Seasonal adaptability and styling. The most successful cottage living rooms evolve subtly with the seasons, maintaining their essential nostalgic cottage atmosphere while reflecting changing light and environment. Create a foundation that accommodates seasonal styling through simple adjustments in textiles, botanicals, and shabby chic accessories. During warmer months, emphasize shabby chic's lighter aspects with fresh flowers, lighter weight fabrics, and brighter heritage paint colors. As temperatures drop, lean into modern rustic's coziness with chunky throws, deeper accent colors, and natural elements like pine cones or branches. For homes with cottage porch decorating ideas that extend into outdoor living spaces, carry your interior design themes outside with weatherproof versions of your indoor elements for seamless indoor-outdoor flow. Conclusion. The enduring appeal of combining shabby chic and modern rustic elements in cottage living rooms lies in the style's remarkable balance of seemingly contradictory qualities. It's simultaneously sophisticated and relaxed, curated yet comfortable, nostalgic cottage atmosphere while remaining relevant. This thoughtful fusion creates spaces that transcend rigid categorization, instead offering rooms that feel authentically evolved over time. As you implement these cottage wall art ideas and vintage decor ideas in your own home, remember that the most successful spaces maintain a sense of restraint alongside their richness. Each element should contribute to the overall narrative, with a focus on quality over quantity and meaning over mere decoration. Allow your cottage living room to evolve gradually, acquiring pieces that speak to both the aesthetic you're cultivating and the life you're living. Ultimately, the shabby chic meets modern rustic approach offers something increasingly precious in our fast-paced world. A home environment that feels both aspirational and attainable, beautiful yet thoroughly livable. By embracing the best aspects of these complementary styles, you create not just a design space but a truly personal retreat filled with old-world charm accessories that welcomes, comforts, and inspires all who enter.